space, reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility, where a single choice can branch out into infinite realities, creating alternate worlds from the ones you know. I am the Watcher. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and ponder the question, what if? The air in the South Korean safe house was thick with the scent of ozone and rain. Young Gwen Stacy sat by the window, watching the neon lights of Seoul blur through the downpour. She didn't know that miles away, in the shadow of a Japanese temple, her life had just fractured. Captain George Stacy died a soldier's death, protecting Logan from a killing blow. With his final breath, he didn't ask for a funeral. He asked for a future for his daughter. Logan wasn't a man for lullabies, so he took Gwen to the only fortress he knew, the home of Tony Stark and Pepper Potts. In the years that followed, Gwen didn't just grow up. She was engineered. She became Gwen Jean Potts-Stark, a name that carried the weight of 3 legacies. Her nursery was a laboratory filled with holographic blueprints. Her babysitters were the world's greatest icons. Uncle Steve taught her that strength without a soul is just a weapon. Auntie Nat taught her that a girl who can blend into the shadows is never truly alone. King T'Challa and Shuri showed her that technology was the heartbeat of a nation. By age 10, Gwen was a tactical prodigy. She walked into Nick Fury's office and demanded a badge. Fury didn't give her a gun, but he gave her his time, teaching her the S.H.I.E.L.D. protocols her biological father had died for. When she turned 14, the world became a symphony of vibrations. It started with a hum in her skull, a spider sense that made the world feel like it was moving in slow motion. Then came the physical change. Her DNA, a unique cocktail of Stacy resilience and a dormant mutant X gene, shifted. She found herself standing on the ceiling of the Stark kitchen, staring down at a confused Pepper Potts while holding a juice box. Tony Stark went into high gear, trying to build a suit to contain the anomaly. But Gwen didn't want to be contained. She called the only man who knew what it felt like to have your body turn into something else. Stark, she's not a project, Logan growled, arriving at the tower. She's a mutant. She needs someone who can teach her how to live with the fire, not just put it out. With a heavy heart, Tony and Pepper agreed. They drove Gwen to Westchester, to a grand manor that smelled of old books and fresh hope. Charles Xavier met them at the door. He didn't look at Gwen's Stark-designed watch or her S.H.I.E.L.D. posture. He looked at the web of energy spinning within her mind. The world is changing, Gwen, Xavier said, his voice a calm anchor in her buzzing mind. And you are the bridge between 2 worlds. Logan stood behind her, a protective shadow, as Xavier led her to the courtyard. There, standing under an ancient oak tree, were 2 boys who looked like they carried the weight of the sun. Gwen, Xavier said, meet Scott and Alex Summers. As Gwen looked at them, her spider sense didn't scream of danger. It hummed a low, steady note of belonging. She was no longer just a daughter or a student. She was the start of the web of evolution.
Thank you for watching this Timeless Web Cosplays video. If you liked it and want to see more, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get to the common room before Professor Snape gives me detention for the entire week.